365, we making the plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. Great eye in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
And welcome everybody to Fast Break. We are off and running. We have our resident Phoenix Suns ambassador, Chris Robinson, on today's episode. We have James Harden's brother, Marcus the Magic, on tonight's episode. And we are going to get into some enjoyable NBA news. Quick update. We have Boston up 11. They've been up pretty big most of the game, especially the second half. Jason Tatum has hit some really big shots, and about 3 minutes left. So we'll keep you up to date on any changes that happen, Giannis in transition. But before that, we do want to welcome our esteemed guest, Freddie. Such a pleasure to have you. You never know when the legend is going to drop in, but when he drops in, you say thank you. So, Freddie.
Or damn. I say damn, but whatever.
So Freddie, since you have graced the letter, I want to give you the opportunity to just share how you're feeling right now.
Well, Ray, I take it as a pleasure that somebody here is happy that I'm on the show. You know, I love coming talking hoops with you gentlemen, but two of the brothers down here as the guests, I had to come and beg to come on the show. Marcus, we back here getting ready for the show. And I'm like, where's Marcus? No Marcus. I tagged him in the group chat. Where he at? So I had to personally call him to just say, hey, no. Hey, here to get that Batumba wagon. No. You come on into the house because I'm ready for you. And Chris, I haven't heard from you. Hey, I checked on my brother Chris the other day. You know what he told me? Go to the hottest part in the hell. That's the exact words he told me. So I had to check on my brother to make sure he's okay because I did not want anything to hurt you, my brother, because I love you, Chris. I know it's a hard time, and I'm going to save my hot take when that time
comes. Freddie, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Chris, how you doing, my man?
I'm good. Next question.
Marcus, how are you, my
I'm awesome. I'm so glad our season over with. I'm so glad. Like, you don't understand how happy I am. Like, just to watch that. Like, I'm so glad it's over. Like, I've never been so happy in my life to see my team put out the playoffs.
Well, we will definitely learn more about that in depth, give our analysis. But we do want to introduce a new segment that we are going to start Fast Break off hot. Check it out.
All sports, all plays. 365, we making the plays. We talking the game, get you through the days. Great eye in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety, topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. In the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays.
What's up, everybody? My bad. This hot take so hot that my mic was muted, but I got one. You know, every year for the last couple of years, we want to talk about LeBron James, that he's getting old, that Father Time has creeped up on him when he turned 37. Well, I got somebody even better, that the clock is turning in the wrong direction, folks, because he's gone missing in action. His name is, by the way, this is Chris's brother, his twin, Chris Paul. We know that he turned 37 a few days ago, and he looks like it. He looks old. He looks like he done forgot how to play the game of basketball. He's turning the ball over, and he can't shoot the ball yet. And by the way, he's letting a teenager punk him because he was afraid to go handle the business himself, by the way. And let's not forget, when Devin Booker don't go off, Chris Paul look worse because D Book has been carrying CP3 for a majority of his tenure down there in Phoenix, Arizona. Chris Paul has let Father Time catch up to him, and we're seeing CP3 dwindle between our eyes. That is my hot take here on the Fast Break Crew.
Chris, it's only right that we allow you the opportunity to respond. Would you like to give your own hot take?
Nope, because I don't want us to get kicked off the air.
Okay. Well, we thank you for that, Chris.
No, all jokes aside, Freddie, you might be right. Last Friday, Christopher Emmanuel Paul turned 37, and he looks it. My name in the comments is Chris Cliff Robinson right now because that's not Chris Paul. That has to be Cliff from the State Farm commercials out there playing. All these turnovers, the dumb fouls, no explosiveness, poor decision making. This is not the point guard that we are used to seeing. I don't know what's going on with him. Maybe he partied too hard for his birthday. But this is very, very disappointing. And we'll go more in depth on it in a little bit when we talk about the game itself. But I agree, Freddie. You might be right.
Sad days. Sad days.
Well, Chris, that was really mature of you. I'm glad you were able to get through that. I know it was tough. It's only right that we now turn to Brother Marcus and get his thoughts on the Phillies season, which has never been happier to see end, and any other playoff thoughts you have. The floor is yours.
I can say one thing that I know. I like to do mine at the end of the night, as usual, my little hot takes. But at the way things are shaping up, my hot take right now is Boston and Dallas in the finals.
Boy, what? See, this is why I don't let you talk, Mark.
Who else gonna win?
I just gave it to you.
First of all, there's a game Sunday. Let's not you know what? Marcus, it's your moment.
You know me. You know what I'm saying? I thought
Yeah,
Dallas.
I know you say some crazy
I
stuff.
thought Dallas was gonna win in 7. That was my original pick. But I just went with Phoenix. Because I thought they had the point guard, but I knew I was wrong on that. They had Cliff Paul the whole time. And then I thought my Sixers would have won in 5, but we have Embiid for the first 2. And then when he came back, he just looked like he shouldn't even been. It looked like he still suffered from a concussion. So I don't even know how they let him get on the floor in these last 4 games that they played. So I'm kind of glad that they out. And from the beginning, when I was on the show, when they made the trade for James Harden, I said I would have waited until the offseason to get him. They just gave up too much, and it shows. We have no bench. We have no depth. We have no shooting. Hell, Embiid ended Danny Green's NBA career trying to be out there and everything like that with all the flopping and stuff that he be doing. I'm just so glad that this season's over with. I don't even want to talk about it.
Y'all keeping Doc?
Yeah, we keep Doc. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Doc ain't even the problem. You know what I'm saying? The first 2 seasons he's been a coach, 50 wins, 48 wins. Like, I'm not even gonna blame Doc. Like, first of all, we have 1 star. We got a star and a half. We got 1.5 men to begin with. And Embiid always seemed to hurt his face when it comes to the playoff time. I don't know how that works. Like, how do you end up with a mask in your first go around? You end up with a mask again. And it's like, I don't get it. It's like, this is like the unluckiest, unhealthiest dude
Brother
in sports history. You know what I'm saying?
Wait. I'm going to stop you right there. I definitely know the unluckiest dude in sports history because of injuries.
Brother Mark.
This is totally different. We know Chris Paul can beat out. Like, he has a history of being out at the worst times.
Right. Let me ask you before I attack Marcus, Ray. Is this our only topic about the 76ers? If it is, I'm going to attack Marcus. I just need to know.
This is our only topic.
Okay, that's all I need to know. First of all, Marcus, you're wrong. You can't put some blame on Doc Rivers because guess what? If you have Joel Embiid on the bench when you guys have a big margin in a win, Joel Embiid's not getting hurt. So let's get that out the way. And number 2, ladies and gentlemen, why are we acting like we're surprised about James Harden? Why are we all surprised that he did not show up in the playoffs?
Well, that was my next point I was going to get to, because we all know what Harden's like from OKC to Houston. We might as well kept Ben Simmons and got the same results. You know what I'm saying? It is no different. So that's why I'm glad
you know
it's
what?
over.
This is a hot take for you, Marcus. I do not believe that Philadelphia will pay James Harden that max extension. Why would they? That would be a disgrace, and that's going to handicap y'all like Russell Westbrook and handicap the Lakers.
Because
Now,
Daryl Morey loves James Harden.
What I would say is, if they're going to pay Harden, it shouldn't be a max.
Daryl Morey loves James Harden, though.
I promise you he's not going to get the max, because it'll handicap us to the point where we're just going to be second round exits for the next 5 years, if that's the case. And I'm not paying James Harden all the way up to he's 37 years old to give him that same type of performance.
So quick question. Obviously, everybody saw James Harden was out of shape, lost the step, all of that. Are you, Freddie, saying today James Harden is incapable of reaching those prior heights if he dedicated himself this summer?
No, I'm not going to say that, because I believe a lot of things that happened these last couple of years, this last year in particular, have kind of thrown James Harden off of his game. And what I'm saying about that is because when you left Houston, reports were that you was out of shape then. It could have been a bodysuit. Hell, we don't know. But, like I said, you guys, this isn't the first time James Harden has just let down his team. Let's think about it. When he left Houston, when he was in Houston, he had Dwight Howard. Supposed to come down there, help change the team, make them this great team. He got pissed off at Dwight. Boom, gone. Then who comes in the next? They come in, the Eric Gordon. They had all, the 3-point shooters, Clint Capella. It was just him. All right, cool, Mike D'Antoni. They wanted to do the small ball thing. No, then they got CP3. Him and CP3, they didn't gel well. They got into it. Gone. Then you brought in Russell Westbrook, best friends. Hell, there's even reports about them that Russ didn't like James Harden's work ethic. When he's showing up late to practice, he's going to clubs, he's doing all that. Let's not forget, he wanted to go to Philadelphia. He never really wanted to go to Brooklyn, but they traded him to Brooklyn, which we all know by now that was a worse mistake, because you had Karis LeVert and you had Jared Allen, something that Brooklyn could have used this year. But they decided they wanted James Harden. James Harden come out there. He didn't even look like Houston James Harden in Brooklyn. He was facilitating the ball more, giving you about 26, 27 points a game. Still good, because, we knew somebody had to sacrifice for that team to win. Now you force your way out of there. You're still looking big. You're still looking out of shape. Came down to Philadelphia. And then you could tell he did not look interested at all. I mean, I don't know what the hell's going on. I could have came out there, Marcus, and took more than 2 shots. And you see me in Mississippi going up them stairs, puffing and puffing. I could have shot more than 2 shots.
No, most definitely.
This is the same James Harden who come up short in the playoffs year in, year out. Nothing new. Hey, he's in the category of a Chris Paul, a Russell Westbrook, and Allen Iverson. Great talent, but can't win.
Well, I'm not going to let you slander AI on this episode, because at least AI got us to the finals. AI shows up when it's time to play.
Wait. Chris Paul took the Suns last year.
No. D-Book carried y'all.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's the only difference in that team. We're not doing it. We're not going to do this.
D-Book. I believe Chris Paul's holding y'all back.
JaVale McGee was
about that in a minute.
And then
he wasn't there last year.
to your point,
This
Freddie.
is first year in Phoenix?
Yeah, they signed him to
Who's
compete
here?
with Giannis. They realized that was the mistake they didn't have last year. Was a backup big.
This is what? This Chris Paul's second year of Phoenix?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. But to Freddie's point, though, Harden, I give him a pass when he was in Houston because he was shouldering most of the load. So I don't really – because you can't count on Chris Paul. You definitely couldn't count on Westbrook, and you definitely couldn't count on Dwight Howard. So to shoulder all that load to get to the Western Conference Finals when the West was really tough, I give him a little bit of leeway. But since he left Houston
I'm
and
not.
been playing it with the Nets, it just seemed like he just completely just was disinterested in basketball, period. And it's like, and he brought that over to Philadelphia. And you know, as Philadelphia fans, we're gonna stand for that. So I'm hoping this offseason, you know, they make some moves, get some better offensive players in there. I would go get Seth Curry back. I'd probably try to get Drummond back to have a backup center. Like they lost a lot
It's
in that
too late
trade.
now, brother.
I think they lost a lot in that trade just to get it. When I would have waited for the offseason to get him, just to see if he's motivated. But the only good thing that came out this season was the fact that Tyrese Maxey is going to be a handful. He's going to be a star player.
And brother Marcus, I gotta say one last thing. The NBA got it right. That's why Joel Embiid is not the MVP. Because if he was the MVP,
Whoa.
he would have came out there and said, you know what? Book it. Give me the ball. Give me the post. Bam. You good, but you ain't on my level. He would have dominated. He didn't even.
Is that what Jokic did versus the Warriors?
I mean, where is Jokic? Like, Embiid's in the second round.
Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell Ray and Chris. Let me put them in their place real quick. Jokic don't have a James Harden on the side of him. He don't have a Maxey on the side of him. He didn't have
Are you praising this version of James Harden to just 2 shots in a closeout game in the second half?
Hell.
Don't you
Jokic
dare
didn't have a
highlight
James
that.
Harden.
He had a
If Jokic had a
Cousins
James Harden,
that
even
was
that version of
balling.
James Harden, he's better than Aaron Gordon. He didn't have that. But like
Barely.
I said,
and I can't even say that because Aaron
if Joel
Gordon
Embiid had that hard, he want to throw everybody under the bus. But this is the second time he did that. He did it to Ben Simmons last year, and now he did it to Harden, which he deserved. But you got to take some of that blame too, my brother.
He didn't lie, though.
Huh?
He didn't lie.
Well, he didn't lie, but when are you going to say, I need to play better? I need to step up when it comes to the playoffs. I need to elevate my game when it comes to these closeout.
And I'm going to take that, Freddie, and run with
everybody else under the bus.
I'm going to take that and then take it with Marcus's point too. That is why it wouldn't work with those two. Neither one of them are going to be accountable for anything. And B's going to blame everybody, and we've seen Harden blame everybody. It was Dwight Howard's fault. It was Westbrook's fault. It was Chris Paul's fault. What do all those have in common? James Harden. Like,
well,
what
I
point?
can't blame it on the Chris Paul because he do got one bad hammy.
Okay. So you had 2 games to close out Golden State. You missed 27 threes. Like, that's Harden. But, you know, we don't blame Harden for that. We blame Chris Paul for getting hurt. We blame Dwight Howard for being soft. We blame Westbrook for the triple doubles and stuff not being, not leading the scoring. But, they got rid of the bigs because Harden and Westbrook didn't need that. I mean, at what point do we blame Harden for it? Embiid throws everybody else under the bus. Well, that's not the James Harden in Houston.
Well,
Ben Simmons didn't shoot.
Last year, I could understand him throwing Ben Simmons under the bus and then him taking accountability for himself because he basically shot 7 for 24 like he did last year in a closeout game in that game 7. But this year, I'm only giving – and he played with a torn meniscus. So this year, I'm going to give him a pass for playing with a torn ligament. And
Marcus, please. Why the hell we got to give everybody damn passes, brother?
Well, he looked like he shouldn't even been back on the court.
Okay, well, don't be out there.
Well, don't play.
I'm with you on that. You know what I'm saying? But it was either that and losing four.
Sometimes 60% of one person
is
better than 100% of another person.
You can be out there,
right? But if you feel like he should be out there,
then be behind in that post and dominate. You're playing against Bam. Bam is good, but he can't hold him.
Bam is a defensive player of the year candidate. What are you talking about? You're acting like Bam's not good.
And he shouldn't have been.
Only going to give him a pass this time around.
What does that have to do with anything?
He playing with a torn, like, it's hard to shoot with your thumb if you can't really grasp a ball. And do you see the way this man was sweating out there with the mask on?
Okay.
Like that
I've
plays
seen
a
some
part.
legendary performances in that man, sir.
No, not by Kobe.
We saw. What about Mass Kyrie?
Who?
What about
Your favorite player?
Braun?
Nah, I didn't even see no performances from LeBron like that.
In the mask?
Nah, ain't no mask. LeBron took that mask off. I seen him throw that mask, and it got too much for him.
Hey, bro, all I'm saying is Joel Embiid like throw everybody else under the bus. Which, hey, I agree. Ben Simmons, I agree. James Harden, they had faults in it. I agree, but you need to be better. Last year he wasn't that good himself. How many turnovers did he have?
Broke his face, bro.
How many turnovers last year? How many turnovers did he have in the playoffs?
He had eight.
Okay, but he didn't
No,
want to throw
y'all
himself
don't
under
just
the
make
bus.
excuses for that because we talk about other people who get injured and play and like
No, they
we
got
don't
injured.
get
And don't
them
play.
passes.
They get injured and don't play. There's two different things.
Even if they play and Devin Booker played in the finals last year with a hurt hamstring, he doesn't get a pass for that.
Who
That's why
criticized him? I've shouted him out mad times.
I'm not mad at that, bro.
Then y'all didn't win, and I say they didn't win without him because
this guy right here.
Book's not there to carry CP3.
I mean, it's hard to carry, a 6-foot State Farm insurance agent on your back with a bad hammy.
We'll do the Suns in a minute, but anyway, back on Marcus's thing, they lost and they're eliminated. Ha ha ha! Your team sucks.
I'm cool with that. I'm not making excuses for my team losing. You still got another game to play before y'all be on the sideline with us.
First of all, okay, are we going to the Suns now?
Sunday? I think we need to watch this game together.
Are we going to the game Sunday? Are we going to the Suns thing? Are we done?
Let's do it.
All right.
You want to answer my question?
What?
I think we should watch the game together Sunday. Where are you going to be at Sunday?
Probably not, because I will be doing a lot of cussing. I'm not going to disrespect your house like that.
So you already think it's over?
No.
That's what it sounds like.
I just know that you're going to be a lot.
Hey, why you?
I didn't say any of that. First of all, no. My problem with the game.
If things going well, Chris.
That's what it sounds like.
You can still be excited and have profanity.
Okay. We all know what you meant, but it's okay.
Yeah, anyway, my problem with the game last night was Phoenix came out like they knew Game 7's at home. We don't need to play this game that good. Like, they had no effort. There was no defense. Just bad shots, dumb turnovers. It just wasn't the Phoenix that we've seen this season at all. Monty didn't even seem like he cared about anything. Like, his line was making his rotations made no sense. The people he played made no sense. Why is McGee not out there? Don't get me wrong, I'm happy Biombo's out there, but you don't probably McGee. It made no sense. It seemed like they were just out there because they had to be there last night. Like, they knew that this has been a home game series, and they're playing on that, which was not smart because now Dallas has momentum. Luka's looking good.
Chris, let's get down to it. After this year, should Chris Paul retire?
When he wins a ring, no, he still shouldn't.
He's going to be old.
So you think he's going to get better next year?
I didn't say that, but why retire?
Because you're not good.
First of all, you can't say he's not good. Like, he's had a bad string. Yes, he's had a bad stretch. The past 3 games have been horrible. But
he's
one thing I will say about this.
Him, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, those high volume point guards just breaking down. It's over.
First of all, no. That's not even no.
Yes.
They got to cut him.
Westbrook, okay, but Chris Paul
style out over 5 years and go spend that money somewhere else.
Chris Paul style, like, actually still works. I mean, he's
you
not
can't even justify him starting next year.
He's over campaign. He's not even getting any minutes right now because he's ass. So
that's because Monty making mistakes again.
Have you seen campaign this series? I think I got 4 more points than campaign.
He can't get into a rhythm.
What do you mean? He has plenty of minutes out there.
I saw when Chris Paul was out, campaign was playing free. That ugly sideways.
And we all know regular season is different than the playoffs.
Give him a shot.
We tried several times.
put that old dog out the pasture and let the young buck take it.
So we've seen that Chris Paul will have some bad games and then come back and go 14 for 14.
We
Haven't
saw that
seen
one
that in a
time
while.
in history.
He will
We haven't
see
seen it
14
this
for
series.
14 one time. One time.
So have we not seen closeout, Chris?
When?
Win.
Last series, the Clipper series last year,
Yeah,
the
win. 'Cause every
Nugget
time
series
we
last
go,
year.
we
This is what
fail
he's gonna
most
do.
of the time.
So
You
we
mean he
go
was
back.
on the court when the game got closed out? Yeah, that happened.
Also, he wasn't the direct leader. 19 points in the fourth quarter. Whatever. Anyway, so Sunday, Suns will win. As a wrestling fan, I know a script when I see one. Scott Foster's going to ref that game.
Game 7.
Game 7. And the Suns are going to win it. That way, that put that whole notion that Scott Foster hates Chris Paul to bed. That's the script.
Listen here, let me tell y'all this. Let me break it down real quick. Luka Magic has arrived. Luka Magic is gonna have a LeBron James type game this Sunday.
That's fun.
That's
fun.
Hold
Let Luka
on.
have
I'm
60.
quiet while you talking. Now you zip it and you drink whatever you're in that cup, sir. Listen here. Luka Magic is about to come out there and say, okay, you want to put CP3 on me? Let's go. But if you know they doing this pick and roll, they doing this switching, you put Aiden on him, guess what? He's going to be a step back or he's driving down the lane. You're not going to be able to stop him. Pick your poison. His help will show up in Phoenix. These guys are motivated. These guys are being, and I agree with Coach Victor. He's being out-coached by Jason Kidd. Can you imagine the coach of the year being out-coached by a rookie? Well, not a rookie head coach, but a Jason Kidd who's a first-year head coach down there in Dallas. Hey, Luka isn't no joke, man. Hey, he's making Chris Paul work. He's making Chris Paul bend those knees because Luka's a bigger guard. And guess what it's doing? It's making CP3 tired. And it's showing him the offensive end, turning the ball over, shooting the ball horrible. And then oh my God, can we see a Devin Booker? I'm tired of cats comparing everybody to Kobe Bean. Stop doing that to yourself. Please stop comparing this man to Kobe. We've seen times where he came up short. I mean, we've seen it last year a couple of times where he was just not it. So let's just stop it. This team is who we thought they are. Phoenix Suns fans talk a big game because this is the team of the year. I had a Phoenix Suns fan tell me last night, because we won 50-something games, we the number one seed, that we the best team. What? How are you the best team? Because nobody cares what you do in the regular season. It's not about that. Y'all, because y'all expectations are so low because y'all been in the basements as long as my brother Marcus has been bald. Matter of fact, Marcus and Chris both had Jerry curls the last even when y'all had Jerry curls, they're still irrelevant. Still irrelevant.
Never had a Jerry curl.
This is who they are. Y'all will continue to be irrelevant. So, like Maya Angelou said, when someone shows you who they are, you believe them. And we see that Chris Paul is losing a step of his game. He's turning the ball over at high clips. He can't shoot the ball like he could. 37, it will not be a good year for Chris Paul. And Ray, there's going to be a lot of times where this brother Chris is going to have a lot of plans on a Friday night because he's not going to want to come up here and face the music.
Well, we won't have a choice, but I do got to give an update. Golden State and Memphis has started. Golden State's come out pretty hot, not too hot. They're up 13-8. Clay just hit a three, make it 16-8, about halfway through the first quarter. So the Dubs have come out pretty hot. See if Memphis can do it again. But yeah, fun time to be alive.
Can we talk about one thing, though, that hasn't happened this playoff series for the Suns? They are getting 2 nights of rest. That's going to help a lot.
It's not going to help Luka?
Right.
Yeah, but still, Chris Paul hasn't rested. Think about that.
Luka haven't rested either.
Yes, he has. They had time off after that Jazz series. The Suns have been back to, game off. That's
because they can't handle their business, huh?
Right.
They will Sunday.
When you go 6 with the Pelicans, you know it's a crack in that arm.
Hey, you know what, Chris?
I think
hold on. You know, Chris, even if y'all find some way to win Sunday, you think Chris Paul can play like this against Steph Curry?
I honestly don't think that's gonna be a Chris Paul type series. That's gonna be an Ayton series.
Nah.
No, because
Draymond
one
gonna
thing
lock that
Memphis
up,
has
brother.
shown. Memphis has shown one thing on the Warriors. They can't handle the bigs.
Hey, Draymond.
But y'all don't
is gonna
have.
lock
I
that up.
mean, y'all got McGee.
We have McGee, Ayton, and put Biyombo in.
Looney, he's not an offensive threat like that. Looney wouldn't be at too much of a disadvantage with JaVale or Biyombo.
Mm-mm.
Ayton
And the
might
best thing-
work him a little bit, but
If Phoenix get past Dallas, the
When
best thing that they have if
When Phoenix-
Golden State beats Memphis is that Joe McGee is on y'all team, and he knows what Golden State is about. That'd probably be the only shining light about that
Is
series.
Steve Kerr back? Is it still Mike Brown, by the way?
I think it's Mike Brown tonight.
yeah, he got COVID.
Yeah, it's Mike
he's-
Brown.
I mean, you can pretty much throw any coach and they win a game.
Hey, it must suck. You just got your head coaching job and you be put on the brightest lights.
Not really. I mean, you're going to the Kings. You have no expectations.
Well, I'm just saying because if you can't make it work with Steph Curry and those guys,
Who cares if you make it work with the Kings, though? They're still the Kings. Like, if you win 23 games with the Kings, wow, what a successful season he had. I mean,
you know, there's a team like that too. By the way, down there in the Western Conference, down in the desert, that don't have no expectations.
the number one seed,
Yeah, the number one,
which
seed.
is why they got the number one seed, is for games like Sunday, where if it just happens where you need home
But
court
guess what,
advantage,
Chris?
you
But
have
guess
it.
what, Chris? This is the same team that have had runs like this in the past with Steve Nash and all that. But guess what? Teams just got in their way because showed them who they really are.
The Steve Nash team was a horrible Amari Stoudemire suspension away from beating the Spurs. So let's not do that.
Excuses. Everybody got them. Everybody got them. Everybody got them.
Fair enough. But speaking of, some changes and different things going on, we do want to get your thoughts on the new trophy. So they've given out more accolades in the playoffs. Your thoughts? Is this a good thing? Is this too much? Does anybody care about these awards? I'll start with you, Chris.
Chris Paul would have won it last year if it would have existed because he went off in the conference finals against the Clippers. That's probably why they did it. Honestly, I don't really care for it. It's just another participation trophy type thing. Like, at the end of the day, we're not going to remember who the Western Conference champs are, the Eastern Conference champs. If they don't win the title, we don't care about that. It's all about who's going to host up the championship trophy. Honestly, Finals MVP trophy. I mean, it's needed, but you're going to have your issues on that too. Your debates on that. But
what do you debate? What do you debate about a Finals MVP?
There's you don't always agree with it.
Usually, it's pretty good. They robbed a couple people, but typically,
yeah.
I think Finals
I'm just
MVP
saying,
is better than regular season MVP.
Do what now?
I feel like the Finals MVP is usually more accurate than the regular season MVP.
Usually, yeah, but still, I mean, at the end of the day, though, that's still not like something that is necessary. Like, because I don't think you're caring about is the team who wins the championship. And honestly, I know he's still active, but if you're gonna have an Eastern Conference championship trophy, wouldn't it be named after LeBron?
Why? He's still playing.
That's what I'm just saying, though. But like, who's dominated the Eastern Conference more than him?
You would think that because he's been in so many Eastern Conference finals. You would
Larry
think
Bird.
Larry Bird has been to more Eastern Conference finals than LeBron.
Yeah. He doesn't have more Eastern Conference championships than LeBron.
How he don't?
How many does Bird have?
I think Bird only got 4 rings.
But how many Eastern Conference titles does he have, though? Doesn't he have like
They
7?
went and played the Lakers a bunch.
I know, but I think he only has like 7. I'll have to look it up.
I don't like it. Come on, man. This is what the NBA is doing. Gonna make teams like Phoenix, teams like Sacramento, all these little basement
Sacramento,
like y'all are, gonna make y'all feel special because y'all can't win anything. I mean, where do we have to create different awards? Win the big one. Win the main one. Nobody cares. Like, bro, come on, man. Like, it comes a time and place where you can water the game so much. I mean, damn, is Lakers and Boston that dominant where nobody can catch up in the main trophies and we got to create other trophies? Oh, please, get out of here. I don't want to. I get out of here. I love that they presented my dude Irvin Magic Johnson, the real point god. Let me say that for the people in the back. The real point god.
Well, wait, not everybody's gonna agree with that, Freddie.
Guys like him.
Not everybody agrees with
Isaiah
that.
Thomas, guys like Oscar Robinson, guys like that, the real point guard, unlike Cliff CP3. I don't want to hear a point guard with a CP3 name on it. That's not him.
Now, can I say something? I'm completely unbiased right here.
No.
If the Suns lose on Sunday, this is a big knock on Chris Paul's legacy.
You're right.
He can never move past top 5 point guards, no matter what happens. Even if he goes 82-0 next season and wins the championship, he does not move up past top 5. He can't, because this season will be a complete failure if they lose to the Mavericks on Sunday.
Last year was a complete failure too.
No, it really wasn't. There was no expectations.
It really was.
There was no expectations for the Suns last year. Like,
you don't bring in Chris Paul and say there's no expectations. You can't do that.
But I'm just saying, like, you can't. They weren't supposed to get to the finals last year. They got there, which is great. It was a great story. Like, they should have won. They were the favorites going in.
According to who? You're saying they shouldn't have been there according to who?
Everybody. Like, that wasn't supposed to be a championship team.
Y'all got lucky, by the way. Let's not forget that.
I mean, injuries played a role, like it does every year for everybody.
Because let me let the people in the back know this. When LeBron James and Anthony Davis is healthy, they are undefeated in the playoffs.
Oh God, I thought I co-signed that crap.
What did you learn?
Not where I thought he was going to go at all.
I just want to say that we was up on y'all until we got hurt. Busting that tail.
Why are we going back in the past?
Because
that's what Lakers fans do. That's what Lakers fans do. They bring up the 17 championship.
Chris has a bad memory. That's why. He hang around old folks too much. He got a bad memory.
I remember.
No, you don't.
I hung around you last weekend.
What happened, Chris? What happened? Why did y'all beat the Lakers last year? Why?
Because we won 4 games and the Lakers won 2.
See, he got bad memories.
That's exactly what happened, Freddie.
No. LeBron and AD went down. They got hurt.
But the Suns won 4 games.
You were playing against a hindered Lakers team. That's why.
LeBron was out there.
But he was hurt.
So was Chris Paul. Chris Paul was hurt. Remember? His shoulder. He couldn't even shoot.
He just had a stinger. I get those all the time.
Because you're old.
Right. Don't act like I can't ball. Hey, and remember, Ray, I told y'all I could beat Chris in dominoes? He came to my house and I gave him a lesson. Had to teach him like the old folks say, let's go in the back room, youngster. Had to get to lay him out.
So I have sit here on Blue Ivy's internet and lie.
Oh man.
So I'm lying, Chris.
You really? Wow.
I was not up on you.
Wow, that's what we gonna do.
Chris, so I was not up on you.
Right. I'm pretty sure you're about to say something.
Oh, okay then.
We talking basketball or we talking dominoes? Which one is it?
We are talking basketball. And just quick update. Curry now has 2 fouls. A questionable foul against him with Dylan Brooks. And the Warriors just playing sloppy again. I think that's about the 5th or 6th turnover in the first quarter. They are doing their best Chris Paul rendition, and that's just not conducive to winning. So hopefully they can turn it around and finish this off if they are who we think they are. Chris, are you frozen?
So, like we hate on the Suns and everything. What if the Warriors lose this series? Then what?
Well, we're just gonna say they lost. I mean, Steph Curry's a 4-time champion?
It'll be we're not gonna say they lost. This will be a stain on the legacy of that entire unit, the coaching staff, Steph Curry, all of them. There's no way they should lose this team.
Yeah, but we're not going to think of him the same way we think of CP3 because Steph
Oh,
Curry
no.
has won championship.
But I think
CP3 has been a guy he's been a journeyman in the NBA, chasing after guys that can help him win a championship ring. He tried to chase
Freddie,
Kobe, so
you're
Kobe
worried
took him
about
out
the
of the
small fish. I'm talking about the big fish. Steph Curry's goal, and with the win here in the Finals MVP, he solidifies himself probably as a top 1, 2, worst case 3 point guard of all time.
He'll never be number one.
If he loses this,
Wait, what'd you say, Freddie?
He will never be number one. Can you hear me now? Is that better?
Oh no, I'm not arguing with you.
he's
It's
going
not
to
me.
give
We're arguing this point too, Freddie.
bunch of credit.
Who's arguing?
He's going to
Who's
give a
arguing
bunch
that
of credit to a guy that played with 1,000 Hall of Famers. That counts. I don't understand.
You just don't be on this Magic bandwagon.
I understand you, February. I understand you under the weather, brother. I understand.
Lord have mercy.
Right,
Played
not
with
just
the
for the
number
Magic
one
bandwagon.
scorer of all time, almost his entire career.
But to sit here and say that Magic had helped and
Who was
not
the
say
coach?
Steph Curry and not Steph Curry and had great teammates, that's blasphemy, my brother. This dude had
I'm
Klay
simply
Thompson,
saying,
one of the
let's
best
look
shooters
at both of their
on God's
accomplishments.
green earth. He's had Harrison Barnes on his team. He's had Draymond Green. He had Kevin
Did
Durant.
you just shout out Harrison Barnes?
7 foot tall, a dude.
You really did shout out Harrison Barnes.
The dude that could score anywhere on the court. He had on the same team. He had a DeMarcus Cousins. This dude have had teammates.
Are you really giving him credit for the version of DeMarcus Cousins he got stopped?
Hey, he still had him. He still had him. So we're not going to sit here and talk about because Magic Johnson had help. Magic Johnson was a true point guard. He's not what you call these point guards that shoot all the time. Steph Curry is more of a shooting guard.
BS about
Magic Johnson,
the true point guard.
You know, I'm going to tell you,
dinosaurs got to get out of the past.
I'm going to tell you this, Ray. I'm going to take you back in time because my grandfather told me the story last week and Chris heard it. You know, where do you guys rank James Worthy? Was he a good player or was he a bad player?
He's a good player.
But you know what he said? He said that Magic knew where to get a ball to James Worthy to make it easier. When Magic got off the court, guess what? They couldn't get the ball to Worthy, and Worthy could not do the same things he did when Irvin Magic Johnson was on the court. Magic sacrificed.
Like
Magic Johnson sacrificed his game for his. Magic Johnson sacrificed for that team to be a 5-time champion. So that's what they do. Steph Curry, I don't want to hear it. He and Steph showed us a big moment in the playoffs. What is Steph Curry's biggest moment in the playoffs? I'll wait.
Losing a 3-1 lead to LeBron.
Okay, then let's carry the hell on. Next topic.
Would you like to discuss Magic's first foray in the playoffs and championship?
Can we talk about how he switched from point guard to center to win in the NBA championship? We can talk about that as well.
We can talk about it. What they got to do with being a unanimous MVP?
Bigger moments than your boy Stephen.
The only unanimous MVP in NBA history.
Nobody cares about that. All I care about what's go down in June.
That's because you care about a player that's been elevated because he's played with greatness his whole career. Never faced adversity.
All I care about is what happened.
All he did was
Steph Curry, Magic Johnson couldn't help that he's in LA and all the women wanted to be on him. I mean, he was getting assists on the court and off the court. He couldn't help that. I mean, I'm pretty sure if I was in LA, I'd be around a lot of them too.
I ain't mad at you, but let's not act like he ever faced real adversity. He was in the perfect
Magic
system.
Johnson never faced adversity. What are you talking about, Ray?
Outside of HIV, which he did to himself.
Well, no, he didn't do it on himself. He did take more than water to do that.
Listen, okay, that's what he did. You don't get a pass for that.
Listen,
and that comeback with that, and we got to take one of his All-Star games because that wasn't even a real All-Star game.
Ray, do you realize when Magic Johnson was playing that how him and Larry Bird that came in there and changed the game on the court and off the court, what people was thinking of the NBA? Steph Curry haven't had to do that and do that.
Wait a minute, Freddie.
Steph Curry hasn't had an impact. Steph Curry hasn't changed the NBA.
I didn't say that. Steph Curry.
What?
Steph Curry have not had that big of an impact off the court like Magic Johnson. That's not a knock on him.
Freddie, 7-footer shoot threes now.
That's not because of him.
You go what? That's not
because
of
him.
What? The whole NBA has changed.
Marcus,
because of him.
Am I right or wrong? Did Dirk Nowitzki shoot threes?
Yeah, he did.
And he's a big man, right?
Yeah.
Or people shoot him like now though, like now a logo shot is considered a good three.
Name me 7 other guys that were big men shooting when Dirk was shooting. Because I can name
all I'm saying is we can't say that these big men see Steph Curry. They seen a Dirk Nowitzki. They see LaMarcus Aldridge. They seen these guys.
They was not shooting from the logo until Steph
What big man is shooting from the logo right now?
I'm talking about the NBA.
No. It was mentioned bigs. What big is shot from the logo?
The entire NBA. I focus on the entire world.
Chris said big men.
Yeah, I said big men shoot threes though.
They're shooting from the logo.
What big man on the logo?
Freddie, take your butt up and down them steps to a basketball court and see where they're shooting from.
They ain't shooting from the logo.
Then you ain't out there playing.
I'm sure Embiid shot some logos.
Joel Embiid is not shooting from no logos.
No,
he shot some logos.
Y'all keep talking about just the people in the NBA. I'm talking about
Jokic not shooting.
Oh yeah, definitely on definitely if you go to like a Y or a gym or something. Oh yeah, everybody shooting.
But like I said, Magic Johnson have had a bigger impact on the court and off the court. When Magic came there, the NBA was thought of a thug league. They was thought of all these. It was not thought of what is thought of today. Him and Larry Bird came and changed the game outside of Steph Curry. I mean, Steph Curry has done a lot of good for the game. I'm not saying he haven't, but Magic has done more on the court and off the court. And I'm gonna ask the question again. What is Steph Curry in the playoffs? Nobody did answer that question. Chris did. He said blow a 3-1 lead to LeBron.
Under Armour didn't even make basketball shoes
until he have a big moment. Right now, why is he not dominating against his Memphis team without a John Morant? I'll wait.
Does he have the greatest score of all time on his team?
I'll wait. Everybody say this man is the greatest shooter on God's green earth.
Does he have the greatest score of all time?
If this was a regular season, we gonna see Steph Curry go over 10, 11 threes. Why can't I see it in the postseason when it matters?
How many Hall of Famers
why can't I see it then?
Golden State's bench? How many Hall of Famers on Golden State's bench?
You need to go take you some knowledge quill to get some knowledge up there.
Hall of Famers are on Golden State's bench.
Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green.
So they're on the bench.
That's just a few.
And Kevin Durant currently plays in Golden State?
No, not right now, but guess what? Steph Curry is the leader.
Are you okay?
He's the best player right now. But he can't get the job done. He can't get the job done. Remind me of CP3.
So, in other words, from what I'm hearing from y'all two is one don't like Magic and the other one don't like Steph.
I like Magic. I'm just saying, I'm not going to sit here and say that Steph Curry have had a bigger impact than Irving Magic Johnson. I will not allow that.
Thicker glasses, how can you not see that Steph Curry has done more for the NBA globally?
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna let all our viewers out there know I'm so sorry that you have to hear this nonsense. Effectively as today, in order to be a part of this network, you have to get drug tested.
Freddie, you need to be first in line because I don't know how in the world you think that Steph Curry and what you see in modern NBA around the world with TV commercials and sponsorships back to the NBA. Not to mention he's been a captain of the All-Star game like 4 times. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. Curry only do one thing really good. That's shoot the ball. Magic does multiple things good.
Okay, Freddie, I agree with Freddie on that. That is so facts. That is his only thing is the 3.
I would come to Steph.
Steph can't pass. Steph don't grab boards.
Right. Steph
don't grab boards. He averages like 3 a game.
No, he's an underrated rebounder.
Thank you.
He's an underrated passer because he can pass the ball, he can shoot the ball, he can handle. See, think about
he can handle. He can handle, and he has a floater.
He can go get his own shot. And
he can only do one thing. He can shoot. Magic Johnson can play multiple positions. We've seen it. This dude can. Hey, and that little baby.
I want him to play multiple positions in this
baby
NBA.
Skyhook. They don't count that little baby Skyhook.
Yeah, also, try that today. Try moseying through the lane, shooting a Skyhook. What point guard is Magic guarding today?
Well, guess what? What point
Which
guard?
One he guarding?
Curry guarding back in the day. Because guess what? He ain't shooting all those threes on Magic. Magic's gonna let you feel that little elbow. Magic ain't gonna let you come in here and just do a little floater through the lane. He ain't gonna let that happen.
You tripping? Steph Curry couldn't guard them point guards from back in the day.
Hey, Isaiah Thomas, they gonna let them feel them. They was gonna make their presence be felt.
Okay, they can feel them. What they got to do? You still got to chase them. You got to catch them. You got to stop them from shooting.
Yeah, Steph by far is the better shooter than Magic.
Oh, well, that's not arguable.
Yeah, by far the better ball handler than Magic. Better passer.
He ain't a better. He definitely ain't a better passer.
That's Magic.
Marcus don't do that.
Y'all need to put
that's Magic. As far as defense go, Magic. Better rebounder.
Magic.
Both of the same.
No. Get out of here.
Magic is like 5 inches taller. He should be a better player.
So it's like
who's better blocking shots? Magic.
I said that. Better defense.
So Magic have a lot more things. Yes.
Who was Magic locking up on defense? Everybody keep talking about this time he played all 5 positions. Good whoop-de-doo. He didn't do that for a season.
Okay, I got a question. Bro, I got a question for you.
Lord have mercy.
Bro, I got to ask you a question.
Lord,
Ray, I got to ask you. Y'all must can't hear me. Let me turn my mic up for once. Ray, I got to ask you a question. Who's the GOAT to you?
Michael Jordan.
But wasn't there a scene where Michael was crying to Scotty because he couldn't guard old lock up old Magic? Yes, I went there.
I don't understand how this ties in. We were talking about their defense.
Oh, no. Who Magic cried to Scotty?
Are you trying to say that Magic Johnson is a better
guard? I can't hold him.
Really quick, Freddie. Are you trying to convince us that Magic Johnson is a better offensive player and threat than Steph Curry? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, not any. He's a better shooter.
Why are you bringing up?
Wait, what? Did you say Magic's a better shooter than Steph?
No, Steph Curry's a better shooter than Magic. Oh. That's it. But if I had to pick a guy to build a team around, I'm going with Magic. Because guess what? Magic's gonna make the other guys better. Steph Curry, he needs Draymond Green to facilitate the offense. Let that sink in.
Let Steph Curry being on the court
he needs Draymond Green to facilitate that offense.
You saw what Kevin Durant was with Steph Curry, and we've seen.
Yeah. Guess what?
So don't tell me
he needed help to beat your boy Jordan. LeBron.
Don't tell me Steph isn't making other players better.
Hey,
because
wait, time the hell on. Hold on, wait a minute. Let me put some action in it. You try to tell me that Steph coming? Hold on, Reverend Freddie's coming. Hold on.
You know what's crazy though? I make the topics, and this was not one of the debates. This was not.
Hold on. Ray, what I just heard, are you trying to say that Steph Curry made Kevin Durant better?
Yes, I did.
Y'all have a good night. Y'all, this is blasphemy.
How many rings Kevin Durant got without Steph Curry?
Tested? This man needs to be.
How many rings does Kevin Durant have without Steph Curry?
It don't matter. They need
How many finals?
No, hold on, Ray. No,
how many finals MVPs?
No, sir. I'm not letting you get away with that,
Kevin Durant have without Steph Curry?
Sir, I'm not letting you get away with that. Steph Curry need KD because he cannot beat King James. Let's call it what it is. Let's call a spade a spade.
How many rings Steph Curry got?
Yeah, by him begging Kevin Durant to come join him.
No. How many does Fred, you have this thing. When I ask you direct questions, you never answer the direct question.
Because you know why you're talking crazy, Ray. You're talking
I'm
real
asking the
crazy
question.
to say that this
How
man made
many
Kevin Durant better.
rings
Get the
does
hell out of
he
here.
have?
Get the hell out of here, Ray. You know
Then you
well
want to
that
throw me out
Steph
like
Curry didn't
DJ
make no
Jazzy
Kevin
Jeff
KD.
because
This
you
is
can't
Kevin freaking Durant.
understand and refute my point.
Kevin freaking Durant.
What's the next topic?
This wasn't even one of them. Like I'm not even. This was not a topic. I just wanted to get the hate on Chris Paul. I didn't see that coming.
Okay.
Unbelievable.
I mean, we only got like 5 minutes left. We really don't have time for another topic.
Let's talk about the Phil Jackson. I want to go there. You got me fired up. Let's go.
We'll talk about him then. Phil Jackson wants to trade LeBron because LeBron's washed.
Oh, listen, man. Listen.
Just kidding. That's not true. That's not true. Well, the wash part.
Phil Jackson don't have no impact on his Lakers team. I'm tired of people running and yes, I said it. Phil Jackson has-been the genie bust. They was kicking it off a while back ago. He was getting rid of the magic box and all that stuff. But he do not. We saw the interview that Genie Bus had this week. Said that Magic Johnson, Phil Jackson, LeBron, they advise her on things. But at the end of the day, let me say this for the folks in the back where they can't hear me, Marcus. But at the end of the day, she made the last call. She loved LeBron James. She know what LeBron James brings to the game. And we all know when you have a Mr. James on your roster, you have a chance to win a championship. And don't bring me talking about what happened this year. This year, we had something worse than COVID. We had something worse than COVID to come and contaminate our team, come and contaminate our franchise and Russell Westbrook. But we going to get rid of that virus. And once we kill that virus, Lake Show, baby, we coming back. And I want to hear the same damn narrative from Ray that Marcus is going to dribble out, and I know the hell CP3 Jr. going to throw something out too.
You keep LeBron strictly for one reason. At time, the 2 high scores were Lakers. That's the only reason you're going to keep LeBron. Just for the history.
You keep LeBron because you want to win.
You're not winning. They're not winning. They're not winning.
Chris,
Especially not with Doc Rivers, coach.
Do you want to make a bet right now?
Or Quinn Snyder.
Do you want to make a bet right now?
What?
That LeBron James will win another championship before Chris Paul.
We're going off of this year still. Like, I still have this year.
Start it now.
What's the bet?
I'm talking about a whole bill.
Put it up.
This is recorded. Bet.
So just so we're clear, what are the terms?
LeBron will win a championship before Chris Paul.
LeBron win another ring for Chris Paul.
Wait. Are we going LeBron winning or the Lakers winning?
LeBron
versus Chris Paul. Okay. $100.
We have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is binding, and we'll make sure that's paid off. Personally, it's going to be a wash because neither one's winning anything. But that, I mean, maybe as a coach, but neither player is winning.
And don't try to trick and be like Bronny James won. No.
LeBron is maybe, he'll be at the end of the bench or something.
You better hope. You better hope that what I seen today on a trade alert don't happen. Woo-hoo.
Are you talking about the Philly thing?
Nope.
Oh, they could bring LeBron to Philly. I'll take that over James Harden.
Shoot, Chris will take LeBron. Hey, this I bet is Chris will take LeBron over Chris Paul any day of the week.
By himself.
Wait, no, don't not doing this.
Yeah.
Magic versus Steph. That was so much better. Y'all do that again. No, but yeah, no, seriously. Like,
you see Steph out there getting hot.
They're barely winning. What are you talking about?
He's getting hot. He ain't getting a lot of help. And they just pushed Jordan Poole right on down.
He He likes
Magic would have found a way to get Klay Thompson open looks, or Klay Thompson can knock those threes down. By the way,
Yeah, for sure. That's what happens.
You keep LeBron up because
double
LeBron's going to get the record
the greatest scorer of all time.
Who's overrated?
And guess what?
Right,
We gonna send him out. And guess what else we're gonna do, Chris? We're gonna send him out. We're gonna send him out in great fashion. Because guess what? That's what we do. We take care of our superstars.
Who?
L.A.
So you give Bron a statue?
Nah, we ain't going that far, Ray.
Yeah, I ain't taking this.
We ain't going that far. He got to win more than one championship down there in Purple.
Cleveland give him a statue.
Well, let you tell him he gonna win too.
You said you would, Marcus?
No.
Oh, I'm about to say you got to win more than one.
Nah, I would not put a statue out there.
He got to win like 2 or 3 of them down there.
Well, that ain't happening.
That's not happening. LeBron championship days are done.
I don't know. As long as we have a dude by the name Anthony Davis and LeBron together, there's a chance.
Well, there's going to be a chance that that's never going to happen because AD
the best big in the league.
Maybe.
You can't
trade
beat the anything.
You trade who to Golden State?
LeBron James.
Is that's your market statement? What?
The only way we trade him to Golden State is we better be getting Steph Curry in it.
No. Trade him
so he can learn from a real point guard in Magic how to play the game.
LeBron can come to Philly. We'll take him. We'll give him James Harden. We'll give him the first round picks. We'll take him.
What'd you say?
The Warriors got picks. They got Draymond. That's the clutch client. They got assets. They got Gary Payton Jr. they'll throw in for you. Scrappy young guy with a low cost.
Can we talk about what we expect to happen on Sunday?
LeBron James already said how much he loved playing with Steph.
Are you talking about the Boston game? I expect Boston to close out Milwaukee.
Nah, we going 7. Giannis.
It's already 7.
Giannis is going.
This is 7 is Sunday.
No, I'm saying that the Bucks going in 7. They ain't going out like that. Giannis gonna show y'all why he's the best player in the game. And then the next game,
he needs
the next game, Luka Magic is gonna make Chris Paul look even smaller.
Luka's gonna go off. Yeah, Luka may get 75. And who the hell cares as long as Finney Smith doesn't go off?
Oh, but you know what?
Brunson doesn't go off.
See, that's the thing. Luka said, okay, I got to give my other guys involved. I can score it whenever I get ready. So, Bullet, we're going to let you do. Brunson, you're going to do what you're going to do. Smith, we're going to let you get a few threes. And Kleber, you're going to get yours, and I'm going to get mine. Hey, we're going to make Chris Paul look even smaller than what he is. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Somebody called me. Hey, what's up, Luka? Sure did. Chris Robinson. Mm-hmm. He even got on the screen that Chris CP3 better than you. Okay. Oh, he said he pissed off now. He gonna come bust you in your behind now. Can we watch the game together, Chris? I want to watch it with you. Sunday.
No.
Well, we would definitely look forward to that. You know, guys, we love to see, a live stream from the house. Y'all watching it together. I think that
I already said no. I'm not doing it.
Why not?
I have other
ASAP will pay for the food. It'll be great.
Sure will.
Uh-oh. ASAP with the food on the menu.
Woo woo.
Chris not a drinker, but he'll drink some wine. I'll even get some wine for you.
I don't drink.
I'll pay it out of my own personal pocket.
I don't drink. We'll get Pepsi.
Chris, stop running, Chris. Stop running, Chris.
How am I running?
Your boy want to watch the game and you running.
You sound like you have no confidence in CP3 or the Phoenix whatsoever.
Chris sound like Mob Deep shook ones.
You know what? I'm not gonna lie. What I've heard, this is true story. What I've heard is that if Phoenix don't win, Phoenix could look to trade CP3 to free up some money off their books. I did see that trade rumor out there.
I would have been did it.
So y'all could be on the run again, Chris.
You're right. We'll be coming to LA with you.
No, we don't want no more has-beens.
You got one, number 6. Hell, number 23 is looking kind of has-beenish.
23.
I'm not gonna say it about LeBron. He's been up there. Father
30,
Time
I'm
hasn't
sorry.
caught up to him, but he's about to touch his back or in
Hey,
probably a
Father
year or
Time
two.
caught up, but still averaging 30.
Father Time caught up
To
with
do
James
what?
Harden too.
You did 30 for what? You didn't win a scoring title. You didn't even get in the damn play-in.
That's fine.
Like
but
you
guess
didn't even have
what?
a chance to
But guess
compete to
what,
lose in the
Chris?
playoffs.
But guess what, Chris? He's about to accomplish something that you about to accomplish. Y'all both got sent home.
The only difference is we're going home in June with the championship.
It don't matter when you go home, because guess what? I'm gonna tell you a favorite quote that the great only Kobe Bean Bryant said. If you don't win the championship, it's a wasted season. Same thing with that scenario. We don't see that's the problem with y'all Phoenix fans. Y'all settle for so less. Just making it there's just that's just something great for y'all. Woo-hoo. Wibbity hoo.
We'll see Sunday what it look like.
We will definitely be touching base on this when it comes to next week. All the series should probably be done.
All game sevens are Sunday or Monday if Memphis forces them.
So definitely have a lot to talk about. Freddie, thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Are you gonna be here next week, Freddie?
Next Sunday too.
I thought you knew a little bit more about basketball and point
Friday.
guard play. I learned that there's still some educating I need to do. So I'll spend some time with you, get you up to speed on how point guard play is done and who's great and how much easier life is with 8 Hall of Famers on your team. But
you know what's really crazy about that
Ray.
comment, Ray? I'm gonna say that, then I'll let you wrap it up. Like all y'all have crazy point guard takes because this guy thinks that Kyrie's overrated, even though nobody really rates Kyrie that high. It's just crazy.
Kyrie better be out the league.
it happens every episode.
Hey, Nike about to take him away. Say, okay, you don't want to play.
Take us home, Ray. Let's go.
All right,
Hey,
Freddie. Thank
you
you
ain't
so
getting no
much.
Kyries no more, Ray. Better buy yourself.
Hey, Freddie, I agree. If Nike about to shut you down, you know for a fact that you overrated.
Nike has been out of touch with culture for the longest. They're suing a resale company. Nike's a mess.
Hey, but I'm just saying. I'm even talking about the next general manager coming out saying that they want people that's dedicated for the grind. Dedicated for the grind. We know,
and he will show himself to be dedicated, and this will be a non-issue. And
he better start showing it now.
And he will. And we are out. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a good one. Freddie, you do great things down there, and we want to see the video of you two watching the game together. Chris,
I just said I'm not doing it.
Hey, I was
whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays. Whole sports all plays.